Talk about how you were feeling as you opened up the door, turned on your sign, turned on your light, and you started seeing all this happen. Talk about that.
Again, that whole concept of me being somehow or other more courageous than others, that's not the case. The case was this: I had fear, but I knew inside that it was the right thing to do. It was one of those things where, again, you know it's right. What's preventing you from doing it? And I would ask myself, what's preventing me from opening up? Well, it was fear. All right, what am I going to do with that fear? Mm-hmm. And that old serenity prayer, which has been a part of my life for many, 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 many years. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change those things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I concentrated on the courage part of that. Mm-hmm. It's a prayer that's easy to just sort of say and just rote because it's easy to remember. But courage to change those things that I can. And I prayed that prayer all the way to my barber shop that morning.
Wow.
By the time I hit, I'm a mile and a quarter, 2 miles and a quarter from my shop. By the time I hit downtown, I was ready to go into my shop. Mm-hmm. And I entered into my shop, and I thought, well, okay, this looks familiar. There's nothing different here. It looks like my shop. And
yeah.
I put my open signs on and worked all day that day, no problem.
Yeah.
The next morning, still emboldened now with this new courage, I'm about an hour in, and I turned and I looked, and there's a big sheriff standing there, a guy from the sheriff's department.
Yeah.
And I know him. And he says, Carl, look at me. And I turned and looked at him. He says, I love you. And he got in his car and he left.